Okay, so after posting my video the other day about how to eat a pineapple, where I basically just tear off or twist off the new growing leafy stalk and eat the pineapple from top to bottom without coring it, without peeling it, or anything like that, one of my friends asked me, would I do the same thing if I was eating a banana or an orange? Now, I have tried oranges, the larger type of like Florida, California orange I've tried, and um, the the rind of those oranges, the skin of those oranges, tastes pretty terrible. So I don't recommend trying an orange. I've never tried a banana. This morning I'm gonna try it, but I'm gonna tell you beforehand my general theory, and this is what, you know, what I'm working with. Basically, I'm looking at how did our ancestors approach these fruits, because these fruits didn't just grow up to be what they've become on happenstance. We didn't just come across them in this form. We engaged with them in some earlier form, and our long-term, thousands of years engagement with them brought them to be what they are. And not just us, but other animals as well. We've shaped the fruits of these plants so that we have a kind of a symbiotic relationship, or we used to, where we would eat these plants, and by the ways that we would eat them, we would help them propagate. We would help them flourish, and they would of course support us with life. Now, my basic theory, or my hypothesis, is that plants or fruits like the banana that have a peel that is easily removed by hand, that it has come to be this way as a result of our relationship with the banana tree and with the fruits. That if we were meant to eat the peel, it wouldn't be easily peeled by hand. Take like a coconut, for instance. Obviously, that whole fibrous shell, or fibrous husk, and then the hard shell of the coconut, that stuff shouldn't be eaten, but the inside should. So if it has this kind of hard casing on it, and something that can be removed by our hands, chances are that our relationship with it is such that we should not be eating the skin of it. However, with things like pineapple, the skin is so thin, and you can't peel it by hand. So I would think that in the past, our ancestors just ate the pineapple without peeling, without coring, and that kind of thing. I look at some of the North American, well, now North American fruits and such that I grew up with, like plums and apples and pears and these kind of things. All of them have a very thin skin and a core that is edible, completely edible. So when I eat those kind of, or I shouldn't say plum's core is edible, because there's a seed in there that absolutely needs to be spat out and to grow another tree. But like when I eat apples or pears, I eat the whole thing, seeds and all. And yeah, I don't do coring, I don't do, I don't skin it and all that kind of stuff. So this morning I'm gonna try, for your amusement, a banana, Dole banana, and I'm gonna try it with the skin and tell you how it tastes and whether I think we should be eating it with the skin. First of all, I think probably this stem is obviously gonna be a little too fibrous to be eating, so I'm gonna just get rid of the stem to begin with, right? Because that's, well, I'll try it. Yeah, it's wicked fibrous. Not something you want to be eating. Alright, so I'm going to take a bite, the whole thing, see how it goes. wow, I'm actually pleasantly surprised, and it kind of goes against my hypothesis regarding the peeling, because that banana skin went down pretty good. It didn't detract a lot from the taste. You know, a little bit, but it was soft, it was nice. It'll add more fiber, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised, and I think from now on I'm probably going to eat bananas that way. Given that it didn't have a nasty taste or anything like that. I guess the only thing that is left to be seen is whether it does anything weird to my digestion. So you know, I'll wait a little bit to post this video to see if it does anything to my stomach. If it doesn't do anything to my stomach, then yeah, that's the way you should eat a banana. Don't waste it. Eat the whole thing. Eat the whole skin and everything. So yeah, I'm glad I did that experiment. Pleasantly surprised. It's not unlike I did the same kind of experiment with a cantaloupe. Had a slice of cantaloupe or a couple of slices at a restaurant not so long ago, and I decided, well, I'm just going to eat the skin, and it was good. So yeah, so I'm happy to have tried that experiment. Thanks to Mr. Katana for bringing that up, and yeah, I'll continue to experiment with the other fruits and foods that we waste so much of.